Hi guys, I hope you guys are good. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, a very warm welcome to you. But if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. You know what it is. So yeah, I'm back with another video, and today's video is just going to be, I don't know, like I didn't really prepare for this video because I wanted to give you guys like, I don't know, like the most genuine part of whatever I'm going to speak about. As you guys can see with the title below, today I'm going to be speaking about being a cancer attorney and how it's been, yeah, like I'm just going to speak about that, how it's been and what you guys can expect from that. So in my update video, the first video when I came back, I did mention in one of my videos that I am going to start a series where I share with you guys everything that I learn as a cancer attorney. So it's going to be a different topic every single time. So every video is going to be like a new topic. But today I thought that I should just like start off by just saying like talking about my first day as a cancer attorney and talking about being a cancer attorney like in general, how it is and what you should expect and things that I've learned, so yeah, let's just get into this video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to share because you might not need this video, but maybe someone else out there or someone that you know might need this video. So don't forget to share. And yeah, share on social media platforms as well. I don't mind. There's someone that asked me that, oh, do you mind if I share your video on TikTok? Yeah, share my video on TikTok. It's fine. It's okay. Before we carry on, disclaimer, please note that everything that I'm going to share on this series and basically on this video is mainly my experience, mainly based on my experience and my opinion. As you guys know, with companies and law firms are not the same, companies are not the same, they're just not the same size and they don't operate the same. Yo, it's been a long day guys, so I can't even talk. So like law firms and companies, they don't operate the same, they're all the same sizes. So it just like, it depends on the firm. I say this all the time, it depends on the firm. So please take note of that while I'm going to be just talking about like anything and everything that I've learned, because everything that I'm going to be sharing are things that I think are important and things that I feel like they'll help you guys. So yeah, just a disclaimer before we get into this. I get asked the question of like, how was my first day as a candidate attorney, like all the time. I remember my first day was hectic. I'm not even going to lie, like it was hectic. I didn't really like do anything. I wasn't responsible for like any matters, right? But I was like the one that was just like doing a lot of running around in the office, like like the tedious stuff like printing, scanning and stuff like that. But you're mainly just like shadowing. So they'll give you a person to shadow maybe for that day, and then tomorrow they'll be like, okay, shadow this person, or you can shadow this person for a week and see what they're doing, do whatever that they're doing and help them wherever they need help. So my first day was just kind of weird because obviously like you're getting into a firm and it's your first day, you don't really know what's going on. The employees are already in the groove of things and they are busy with matters and all that type of stuff, and they can't really trust you with anything at this point. So that's your first day. They can't really trust you with anything. They can only get you to do printing, they can only get you to do scanning. Please take this to whoever, please go ask whoever this and that, and then just like see what they're doing, and they'll just take you through whatever that they're doing. So yeah, like I think the first thing that I would suggest is that please bring a notebook, a diary, that old diary. Let me just show you guys the diaries that I'm talking about. I got them. So I use 2 diaries, right? Till today I still use 2 diaries. So first get this type of diary, First get this type of diary where it has, I don't want to show you guys my stuff, but the one that has like dates like this. So oh Kosiam, Yeah, the one that has like dates and it has the time. Yeah, so this is going to come in very handy when it comes to deadlines, right? Keeping your deadlines, especially if it's your first year. You are going to forget. I don't care how many times. I don't care if you say that, oh, like, I never forget. You will forget, because it gets really hectic in there. So you need to get yourself a diary where you'll diarize everything, whether it's consultations, where you're gonna have to sit in consultations, in whatever, you have to note the time, so that if they ask you, or if someone else asks you that, okay, I need, for example, I need this notice of bar by tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Oh no, I need that notice of bar. Please draft a notice of bar for me, and I'm going to need it by tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And then you notice, you look at your diary, nah? So tomorrow, 10 o'clock, you look at your diary. Oh no, I am going to have a consultation at 10 o'clock, or I'm going to be having a training at 10 o'clock, or I have to do something else at 10 o'clock. Can we just make it 12, or can we just make it 12:30? So this comes in really handy. You really need this. My boss got me this one because I had this one. So you're going to use this specifically like for the times and stuff like that. And then with this one, I use it to write notes, the very important notes, right? So if I need to call the sheriffs, I'm going to write down the sheriff's number here, as well as the email address, so that when I need to send a letter of instruction to the sheriff, I just turn to a page that has specific numbers and emails and contact details for the sheriffs, for example. So this is what I used to use for consultations as well, to write notes for consultations with clients. And yeah, Lana, I was not consulting by myself, but I was just sitting in on consultations, and I would write notes, so that by the time I get to drafting, I have all of the information. I don't really have to pester the client quite a lot. So I use this one for billing. The back of my diary is for billing, and then the front is just for notes, and yeah, for notes and everything. So I use these two diaries. So if it's your first day, first week, whatever, as a cancer attorney, you're going to need these two diaries, naganjan, because first of all, you're going to need to take notes, and then number two, you have to keep up, and you have to be punctual with everything, and you need to know what's going on. So yeah, guys, so you need a diary. You need to please take notes. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you say. Like, please take notes, because like I said, like you're gonna forget. And these two diaries have been a lifesaver when it comes to being on top of things and just like getting things done, because every single day I would put like on this notes diary, I'll be like, okay, today's dates, I'll write today's dates, and then I'll write a list of everything that I have to do today. But I would also check on this diary if I wrote anything specific for today or for that day. So it would really help me, and I would start with whatever is on this diary, because it's something that I've written before, and then I would get to things on this diary, if it makes sense. I really hope it makes sense. But I need these two diaries. I always need them, and you're gonna need them as well. So you're going to be taking a lot of notes from your first danger, your first 3 months. You're going to be taking notes, and I think it's very important to take notes, because one thing about a law firm, it's a fast-paced environment, and they don't have the time to keep on repeating everything for you. So yeah, you need to keep track on stuff, and you need to be able to just sort of like fend yourself as much as you're there and you're learning, and you're just, but there's certain things that you just like, you literally just have to fend for yourself, and you have to take the initiative, right? So yeah, being in that type of an environment as a cancer attorney, and then like it's your first time being in this type, especially if it's your first time being employed, and you're going to realize that, okay, this is an environment where I literally have to fend for myself, and I literally have to take the initiative. If I don't take the initiative, then I'm not going to learn anything, and they're not really gonna notice because they're also busy with the other matters, unless they specifically give you stuff to do and you can't really keep up. You really gonna need these, right? So let me just put these back. But something that I've now mentioned is that one of the things that I mentioned is that you need to, oh guys, I'm gonna make a video, yes, one day, what's in my bag video, one day very soon, but one day. So I mentioned that a law firm is a very fast-paced environment, and if you don't take the initiative, then you're not going to learn anything. And guys, it is so true. I'm telling you guys right now, like you need to take the initiative. Like umuntu vilapha, if you're going to be lazy, then it's going to be a problem for you. If you don't take the initiative, like if you're not energetic, like you need to be energetic, you need to take the initiative, you know, like read through files. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, like no one gave me any work to do. Go and ask for work. Go ask. I remember I used to ask every single day, is there anything that I can help you with whoever I was shadowing? So I would ask them, okay, is there anything that I can help you with, anything that can make your load a little bit lighter, anything that I can help with, you know? And they'll be like, oh yeah, please make some copies for me, or please print this for me, please scan this for me to my email, please send updates, please call the sheriff for me, please do this. Those things, guys, are experience. And if you don't take the initiative and ask for work, then like nothing, like you're not really going to learn anything, and you like your whole process or your whole learning process is going to be much slower because you're not really, you know, taking the first step. So it's a really fast-paced environment. That's why I'm saying that you're gonna need those 2 diaries, because it's very like, and you don't leave them anyway. Like if you're going to court, just take one of them if you're going to court, depending on what you're doing. But most of the time you're going to need your diary everywhere that you go, so have it in your hand all the time, right? And just be proactive within the environment, otherwise you're not going to last. I'm telling you guys right now. Another thing, and I think it's something that I have mentioned before, as a counter attorney, you need to make connections. Like you need to network and start making connections. If you go to court, make connections, you know, like if you see another counter attorney and be like, hey, like, where do you work? Oh, okay, I work around, it's Akani, for example. And you'll be like, oh, actually we do have a matter, and the client's jurisdiction is Tsakane. Can I contact you and can you guys act as a correspondent? Now, acting as a correspondent, I'm sure everyone has their own jurisdiction. So if I'm in Pretoria, I cannot, like, if I'm in Pretoria, then, for example, Johannesburg is not my jurisdiction. So I have to get an attorney or a firm in Johannesburg to act on my behalf for this client. I don't know if it makes sense. So if you get there and they're like, oh, like I'm based in Tsakane, be like, oh, like we have a client that has a jurisdiction in Tsakane. Can we use you guys as a correspondent? So what will happen was we'll give them the files. Give them the files, and then they go to Tsakane court, for example, to Tsakane magistrate court, and they represent us there and they do whatever that needs to be done because they're in the jurisdiction, and then we pay them whatever fee that they require. So networking is very, 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 very important because it will save you guys the time. Like it will save you so much time, because sometimes it's like you'd have to spend so much time and so much money on a jurisdiction that is not even yours. So you end up spending even more than when you would just like get like a correspondent to do it for you and you just pay the fee that they require. So making connections, guys, is very, very important. It doesn't end when you're just a student and a law student in varsity, but it's something that you really have to carry with you throughout your whole profession, because you never know when you're gonna need someone, and you never know when, like they also never know when they're gonna need you. So Also, as a candidate attorney, it's your chance. Networking also increases your chances of like future opportunities. So network, like if there are any networking opportunities that you can get into, most of them they charge a hefty price to go to one of those, but like just go and see what it's all about. Just go meet new people and just see what people are about. And you never know, once you're done with your articles, you might be just walking into another opportunity and you won't even have to do an interview because you have connected with people so much to a point where you can now choose where you want to go. So networking is very, very important, and it's very important. Because bakhona abanye abantu they're just like, hayi ukunetwork asekumele uyoncenga. No, like awuncengi mfethu, awuncengi, but you're just getting to know people. Like mina, that's how I take it. You're getting to know people, and like, you know what, no man's an island. Like, you know, mina nami ngikhuliswe in an environment where umuntu ngabantu, you know, like you cannot do everything on your own, and you can't be on your own, and you can't rely, you know, there are certain things that you have to do on your own, but I do feel like you do need other people to take you somewhere else, if you get what I'm saying. So networking is very, very important. If you're a cancer attorney and you're a jailer, you're gonna have a problem. Especially in this profession, you're going to have a problem. You're gonna have a huge problem. The reason I was able to bag all of the networking opportunities and all of the networking events was because if I'm not going to lose anything, then I'm going to be there. I never thought that I would ever invigilate board exams, but there I was, because they were like, we needed someone, and I was like, yeah, I'm there. I'm not going to lose anything anyway, but I'm going to get to connect. I know some LPC officials today. So networking is important, so please take note of that. Another thing that I really, really wanted to talk about, and people don't really speak about it often, but I want to touch on it, is when you become a cancer attorney, please don't lose your values. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I'm saying that. Don't lose your values, and like stick to what you believe in. Otherwise, you're going to be, you're just going to lose yourself. So don't lose yourself, don't lose your values, and don't like sway from what you believe in, right? So for example, in the law profession is known to be noble, and it's known to be professional, ethics, you know, like people preach ethics, they preach nobility, you know. But once you get into the profession, you will notice that lying is a norm. And it all starts out kancane. It starts out with like the little white lies. Oh, they're like telling the client, oh, we've sent that to the sheriff already, whereas you know that you haven't. It starts like, you start promising clients isn't a now you're starting to, you know, doing all of those things, and it's something that is very, very normal in the legal profession. Are you correct? I'm gonna tell you, are you correct? Another thing that is very normalized is just like spending so much time at work, you know, working the extra hours, and then when you get home, you don't even have time for your family, right? What's gonna happen is that you're going to finish your articles. And once you finish your articles, now you're ready to spend time with your family, and you won't have a family to go to. They love you and everything, but because they're so used to you being at work all the time, like they're just like, oh, so good, oh, okay, like it's not gonna be the same anymore. And if you keep on compromising your values, and you keep on compromising things that you believe in, you're going to lose yourself. And the last thing that you want to do is to finish your articles, and yes, it's an achievement and you get admitted and all of that, but you take a look at yourself and you have nothing of yourself that is left within you. Yes, guaranteed, you're going to change. The same person that started articles, it's not going to be the same you when you finish articles, guaranteed. But be very careful that you do not lose yourself. the last thing that you want is that by the time you finish your articles, you find yourself so empty and you don't even know how to fill yourself up again. So I wanted to just touch on that. Uguti, please be careful. There's certain things, and I'm like, I can't really think of the other things right now, but there's certain things you're gonna get in the profession and you're just like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, you need to have boundaries, right? Like, you need to have boundaries. You need to have boundaries, because once you start something, you're never going to stop. I'm telling you now, like I said, it starts with like the little white lies. Oh no, it's with the sheriff. You know very well that you haven't even started drafting that thing, but you're like, oh no, it's with the sheriff. You know very well it's not. Or you're gonna promise a client, no, we'll be done in 48 hours. We'll be done drafting everything in 48 hours. Fake a client in 48 hours. Yeah, but what's you're losing your credibility. Ngamanga. Please don't lie. Don't lie. Like, even if it's one document, rather tell the client that no, we'll revert to you in 7 days or something like that. Please, like, just be honest. Be honest, don't lose your values, and just like, at the end of the day, more shy is that even if you get in trouble for something, but at least uphume nesmilo. Like, ushy is knock off with some like consciousness or conscience, whatever, conscience, yeah. At least you still have the dignity, at least walk out that door with some dignity. Then upume and you literally have nothing else to offer, and that's so painful. Like, I don't even want to emphasize on that, but like, that's something that I really, really wanted to speak about. Like, it's something that's not really spoken about. People don't really speak about it a lot, but I do notice that people are just like running with it. Once you get into the profession, people are just running with it, like gulwele, to have your own name, have your own name, have your, like, stick to your values, and people have to know that you stick to your values. I go to when you just like other attorneys and you're just like other advocates, when you just do whatever you want, but people must know. It's the same thing with judges. Attorneys know which judges and magistrates to mess with, and which judges and magistrates not to mess with. They know that. And the ones that they don't mess with, they know that they stick to the values. They stick to the truth. And they stick to their ethics. They stick to their nobility and the fact that they are judges and they are magistrates, right? So, you want to be known for that. Personally, you want to be known for that. As much as you're a cancer attorney, and in the profession they'll make you feel as if you don't have a name for yourself yet, but make that name for yourself. They must know ukuthi noma singayenzani uNkosi ngiphile ngeke ayenze lento le, noma sekuthiwani. They know ukuthi noma sekuthiwani, a client can even call your director and lie about you, but the director will be like, I know uNkosi ngiphile mina. UNkosi ngiphile ngiyamazi, she would never do such a thing. And they would just ask you to confirm, but their first gut and their first instinct is that she will never do that. And right there, you have made yourself a name. So yeah, keep that in mind. Another thing, okay, like with the networking part, make friends within the firm. There's always that one person that is like, that knows everything. Because that person will teach you things that, I know. That lady, that girl, she knows how much I appreciate her. She knows. I tell her all the time. Love her. So with mina, I get attached quickly. If you're my friend, you're my friend, but I've done nothing but gain from her. I've gained so much already. Like, I've gained so much from her. She's taught me things that the director couldn't have taught me, because obviously the directors are busy, guys. So like, get yourself that one person that knows everything about the firm, that knows everything about the work, and the one person that they say, go ask Uban Ban, go ask Uban Ban, that person, stick to them, ganj. I'm telling you, like, you won't regret it. You will not regret it. Another thing, as a cancer, you're going to be doing a lot of running around, and don't be offended if they give you like the simplest things to do, like that you see lousy. So don't be offended, you know, because those lousy things are the things that you're going to be making mistakes in at a later stage because you're so occupied with something else. So yeah. Another thing, guys, filing. You're going to be doing a lot of filing, and that's what they're going to start you at, because everyone hates filing. I don't find it that bad because I have started a file from the beginning, so I don't find it that bad if you have had the file. But I think what's very, very daunting and something that you have to expect is that you're going to get there and they're going to give you files that you know nothing about, files that are this thick and you don't know anything about. Like, you don't even know what to give the client an update. You have to start all over that file and just see where, like, just organize that file and just see what maybe before you can even update the client. So filing, everyone hates filing, but I don't really find it too bad for now, but I see why people hate filing. But yeah, so get yourself into filing. If they get you into filing, learn that habit now. When you print stuff, put them in the correct folder, put them in the correct everything. Just do everything correct and do everything now. That's another thing, as a cancer attorney, do not procrastinate. Please. Do not procrastinate. Don't say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Do it today. If you have a settlement that you have to draft, do it today. Because tomorrow will have its own problems. And then only to find out you didn't fix yesterday's problems. So yeah, just like try and organize yourself. Get into filing, get into whatever you can get into before they start assigning you files, because once they start assigning you files to work on, that's when the work starts. So while you're still volunteering and whatever, just master things like filing, master copying, master scanning, master printing, master all of those things, so that by the time they give you a file, you already know how to do the basic stuff. So yeah, guys, like being a cancer attorney, like, it's a lot, and I'm gonna speak about it like as we're going, yeah, but so far I find it okay. I really find it okay, because I love my job. I love what I do, and I love my job. I love my job. I don't know if I'm going to carry on with litigation. I don't think so, but I just love my job. The drafting, everything, Jengayo, I just love it. So yeah, you know, but if you're lazy, if you're lazy, so just prepare your mind for loads of work. And yeah, a lot of running around. They're going to be sending you places that you don't really want to be at, but anything that no one wants to do, they just give it to a candidate attorney. So yeah, as a candidate attorney, like I said, I don't really think it falls under networking, but they're going to start sending you to courts, to sheriffs, to the family advocates, to wherever, right? To the master's office, to the deed's office, right? And okay, the first time they're going to send someone with you, and then you're going to just learn on how it's done and everything like that. But I always find it so helpful that you say, if it's your first time going to court and you're asking the court clerks, just say that, you know, I'm new. I'm new, so I'm still just put that out there, because they get very impatient. They get very impatient with you, and they get like sort of like annoyed at you if like you're asking the most simple questions, and to them are simple, but to me they're not, you know. So yeah, just put it out there. I would see, I'm new. Just like mention it, like just say, you know what, like I'm new, so hey, I'm still learning, you know, just say something like that. I'm still learning and stuff like that. They're more lenient with you if you're still learning, and they're willing to help only if you're nice. So be nice to the court clerks, be nice to everyone that you can be nice to everywhere that you going, so they can help you basically. But just mention, Uti, it's your first time doing this. Always mention, never get there when that will be your biggest downfall. That will be your biggest downfall. Acting like you know everything. It will be your biggest downfall. If you're still learning, just say, Uti, I'm still learning. Yeah, boy, just be nice. You know, and they're always willing to help. Was because I was next, and like if you're going to have that type of attitude, then they'll just leave you there. Simple as that. So yeah, be nice to everyone in court, be nice to everyone in the deeds office, master's office, family advocates, wherever that you're going. Be nice so that they can help you, right? And so that they can give you tips. Sometimes they give you tips, yes. They give you tips. So to know, yes, if you want something done faster, so if you want someone to do this for you, instead of doing it for yourself, just go type of a thing. So that only happens if you're nice. If you're not nice, then yeah. I think that's it from me today. But yeah, like, you know, becoming a cancer attorney and being a cancer attorney right now, it's just, you know, it's just beyond my wildest dreams. You know, I always look at people that are looking for jobs, applying for jobs, and you know, I just look at myself and I realize how lucky I am, and I'm grateful for my job every single day, and I love my job every single day. I get there and I give my 110%. Oh, I can't speak now. I give my 110% in my job every single time, every single day. Whatever that I'm doing, whether I'm doing copying or whatever, whether I'm scanning, if kuna page will scan a SKU, I will do it again, because I take pride in my job. And I think that's something that will take you very, very far. I'm still learning, and I'm always going to be learning. You never stop learning. But one thing that I'm never going to stop doing is to share my experience, because I think there are people out there that are just like, that just don't know what to do at some point, that are in the same position that I'm in, but they have like questions, or like they don't really know if they want to get into this profession or not. So me sharing, I think it will help some of you guys. So yeah, but otherwise, if you guys have any other questions, I don't really think that I've left anything out, because I'm just sharing my experience and things that are just like at the top of my head. Like I said, I didn't really prepare for this video. I don't really prepare anymore anyways. But if you guys have any other questions, and if you guys feel like there's anything else that I've left out, please let me know down in the comments, and then I'll answer those questions for you guys, because I really feel like videos like this are not the norm. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this video. But you guys know I love making videos for you guys, so please let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share. Don't forget to share, please. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much.